Alright guys, let's go burn out a few loads. I really like the stairs. Very quick to get up. Awesome. Yada yada yada. Yes, I accept. Not a big fan. Alright. Fuel in this thing. You can fill on either side. Is there a key for this thing? Oh, come. I guess we're gonna have to have our key. No. Not that one. And now we're fueling. We're fueling on ramming speed. So that's really good that nothing's popping out or fuel going all over the place. But typically don't like nozzles where on this angle. I want them more like this so they don't blow out. But this one's just good enough. Unlike the 4060, I've already been told by my older brother that you gotta be careful fueling that one. I guess I should note what I will buy is I will buy Honda pumps. 2-inch Honda pumps. I think we got 3 or 4 of those. I will use those for Roundup totes. I do like 800 liter, 1000 liter totes. I do buy my Roundup in totes, and I also buy my Bravo. The majority of my Bravo in totes, which is a fungicide I put on my chickpeas. But other than that, she's all jugs. That's it. Just wanted to point that out. Now I gotta get loading. All right, we're fully loaded to our 1,300 gallons. Let's go spraying. Oh. One thing I like about this, this is basically what's in the Ideal Combine. I'm not necessarily a fan of this because none of these buttons light up and so on and so forth. But there's this trigger right back here. Where is it? Actually, it's just under here. See this trigger? Right there? Well, if you're going forward and say you want to go backwards, you just pull it back and hold the trigger and you instantly go backwards. Same, hold it forward, hit the trigger. It's like shuttle, right? You don't have to re-put it back to neutral. There is no neutral. You just click the trigger and you're going the other direction. So I do kind of like that. With that being said, let's get to the field. So we're in TMS mode right now. Basically like an eco mode or TMS on a Fendt, where it just gives you the RPMs as you need it. We're only running about, you know, okay. As you can tell, it fluctuates. It does make it quieter, probably a little bit more fuel efficient. But I don't like it in the field that much just due to it's a little bit laggy, and once the sprayer starts sinking, there's that split-second lag, and then all of a sudden you're thinking, oh man, and then by the time the sprayer realizes it, you know what I mean, you start going like this, it starts to correct itself. I prefer to run the old manual mode when I'm spraying. One note I don't like about this sprayer is it only does 26 mile an hour or 25.5 when you're loaded. That's it. You have the option right there to hit your cruise. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. At 36 miles an hour, you can tap that over. That's right here actually, cruise. Tap that all you want, but if you're loaded, you're not exceeding 25.5 miles an hour. That's lame. But when you're empty, or I guess whatever X amount of gallons that your computer realizes that it can go to 36 mile an hour, then you can really feel like you can get out and go. You can hit your road mode, it lights up green, and you're rocking. But until then, this is about as painful as the Pantera going to the field. Like I might get passed by another freaking sprayer. And you do not have a coast. We just went down a hill. I was like, oh, maybe it'll let me coast up to 30 mile an hour. Nope, it will try and rev your engine to about 2,200 RPM to keep you at that 25.5, 26 miles an hour. Yippee! Yeah, I know. We're still driving. Yeah, having Pantera flashbacks due to speed. So I thought I better talk while I'm driving. The cab is too small. Like, this is like a one-person cab. This is a one-person cab, and maybe your fiance or really, really close friend. Yeah. What else? I don't like the steel on the cab. Like, you think you can maybe cover that up just a little bit? It seems very, very plasticky. I don't know. I don't know yet. Guys, now that we finally got to our field, let's boom this puppy out. You gotta lift both the booms out of the cradle. Let's lift this one up here a little bit. Right about good enough. This one, good enough. And then we're supposed to do, they tell me to do these outside ones first. That's what they say. So let's just do what they tell us. I'm not sure why. I think you could do them all. Might try that next time. All four at the same time. Okay, and the next ones, got these little locks on them, and away we go. There's that corner post. It's pretty awesome. Look around it. Awesome. Lower down the cradle. Let's turn on our auto boom. We're already in our job. Click down. There we go. It's active. Now, it's probably going to go all back red here in about, yep, there we go. That one should come back, but until you start moving with the sprayer, they won't be active. So, there it is. Told you. All right, let's get rocking. Oh yeah, maybe we should turn our pumps on. So we already opened up our sump to get to the pump. Turn our pump on, and then I'm told I'm supposed to turn this one on. So, all three. And then if you want to recirculate, turn this puppy on, and it's going to start recirculating it through the boom, back in the tank. From the tank to the boom, back in the tank. From the tank to the boom, back in the tank. Just to get everything plumbed up, ready to rock and roll. I was last using the same spray, so I'm only doing this to show you guys. This is basically an Aim Pro in a case. You got the same goofy system. It still will come up system gateway lost. It will still come up and do weird error codes, and yes, it's the exact same thing. Hit the alarm button and move on. Not a big fan of this. I would not recommend one of these. I would get the one that's integrated into the 4, like the Apache. All right. What else do I got to show you? Open this puppy up. I thought that's what I did. It automatically counts your tank. You can go through full system recovery. I'll walk you through this after we're done spraying. How's that? Shut that off, and let's get rocking. And we're spraying. So they have this one broke up into 16 sections. Those are all your sections. I'm trying to drive, and then you can watch it here. It shuts them off. See? Back to the blue. There it is. There it is. We're spraying. Still gotta set up my timing. I don't like my timing. It's turned on too soon. But I won't worry about that right now. So this auto steer has some weird like little hydraulic whines. You hear that? Go don't really like that. It's kind of annoying. So we are doing 20 miles an hour right now. Yes, that is right. All high clearance sprayers and booms must be capable of maintaining 20 miles an hour. Do I average 20 miles an hour? No, I do not. Do I always spray at 20 miles an hour? No. No, I do not. But do I make sure that sprayers are capable of spraying at 20 miles an hour? Yes. Yes, I do. Is there times where we do spray at 20 miles an hour? Yes. Yes, there is. So we are wide open at 2150, and I'm just going to be quiet and you guys can listen to the sprayer. Ready to go to eco mode? We do have turn compensation. So eco mode runs you around that 17, 18, in case you weren't noticing. And up at hills, obviously, it will go ramming speed. There's our turn compensation. See that? The higher it is, the more product that you're putting out. Okay, you guys get the idea. Now I do find these boom buttons a little bit delayed, so if I pick it up, it's not super fast. It will go up, and then one click down, one Mississippi, two. There's just a little bit of a delay, and sometimes these buttons are a little bit hard to push. Like you really gotta push them. Just woo-hoo-hoo! Just pointing that out to you guys. Not trying to make you motion sickness sick. I just want to point something out because I just went around that slough back there, and I don't want to spray my slough. Like right here, this is my slough, okay? This white stuff, because I just went around it. I don't want to spray that. I want to be flying right beside it, exactly on this angle, and go tick, 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 tick. Turn off these sections. How many do we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I want to be able to turn off 8 sections, and then as I'm going out, I go tick, 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 and I turn them all back on in the exact same order they ticked off. Now this has auto sectional control, but it only works on anything that I've painted. It doesn't know that I went around this slough because it's white and it thinks, oh man, I better get that sprayed. But the thing is, I don't want to spray that. So unless there's a hidden button somewhere with all my toggle switches, all 16 of them, this is it. Yes, I want to turn it off. Yes, I want to turn it off. Yes, I want to turn it off. Yes. Oh, I'm already, oh, too late. No, I want to turn it on. Oh, wait, oh crap, I'm already, holy crap, please tell me, please tell me that's not my manual sectional control. Because as I'm doing 18 mile an hour trying to get up to this thing, I'm hitting my boom and I'm hitting my screen and I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to tap that, scroll over, turn it back on, tap that, scroll over, turn it back on the auto, tap that, Nope, see? So that's auto. That just means it's on all the time. That turns it off. Turn it on auto. Nope, never mind. Here we go again. Look how much trouble I'm having, and I'm stopped. Where is all my toggle switches? The Apache had a column down here, remember? You go tick, 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 tick. The case has them all right here, only 7 sections, but it's still better than nothing. It's better than that. And you'd be like, well, Mike, you don't have to do that, buddy. It's all auto. It's not, and I have to be able to turn it on. What if a John Deere sprayer went around this? Like, we spray with multiple sprayers, you guys, in the same field, and they're not all the same color. So the operator actually has to use his brain and be like, oh no, the John Deere went around that slough. I better shut off. Or, oh no, the John Deere actually did this one headland, so I gotta shut off on his tracks. So I sure hope I'm missing something, because I know I got my foam markers and I got my fence rows here, but this, by golly George, is not 16 sections or even 7, so yeah. Okay, I wanted to point that out. So I know that we're riding on airbags, and I know that we have cab suspension too. Here's a bit of a rut. Oh no. But this thing still seems rough. So yeah. So now we finished what we wanted to do here, this particular load. I know I'm coming back to that. We'll shut everything off, and let's boom this puppy up. Lift up on the cradle. It's not the fastest manual, is it? We got to get these things turned up. Then we're going to lift up the booms. Good enough. Actually, I'm going to put that down a little bit. Put that one down a little bit. And we're going to boom in. So, which one do I got to do here? I always got to look at this. I'm supposed to do it the other way, but we're going to try it this way. If I had my other hand right now, I would be bringing in the other set of booms that would do all 4 at one time. Just in case I'm worried about hitting something on the back of the sprayer, I'm going to bring these ones in, just in case. Yes, I know. There we go. Let's bring these bad boys in. It's always better to be safer than sorry. Look at that. Let's lower our booms down. Awesome. Awesome. Alright. So I just want to show you guys through this a couple of features here in the monitor. As I said, these booms do have, they are recirculating and you can recover them. So you hit your little wrench. So I'll show you, this is your main page right here. You got your backup camera and so on and so forth. You hit this, you go to your wrench, and you have full system recovery. I'm told you don't really use the boom manifold one, you always use the full system. So then you could hit this, and it would do a step-by-step procedure of how you can do a full system recovery. So basically what that is, so remember when we were up spraying octane? We were up spraying some octane, and then I quickly realized, I was like, you know what, Mike, crap, I probably should have put a grassy chemical out here. Well, the problem is that I still had octane in my booms. So I just went through the full system recovery. It uses air, it pushes everything out of my booms back into my product tank. So my booms and filters are completely empty to my knowledge, okay? So then I stuck my grassy chemical in my tank, and remember, my booms are completely empty. So at any other sprayer, you have to go to a slough like this or something. You gotta fold this thing out, and you have to run about 20 to 30 gallons out your booms. Why? Because you gotta get that grassy chemical all the way out your booms. That way when you start, you actually have product coming out your booms. Otherwise, you're gonna go to your field, you're gonna start your field, and you're gonna head on down, and you don't have any grassy chemical coming out there. So you're gonna have a big weed mess, right? So that's what happens. That is reality. But now you can hit this little recirculation button, and it takes the grassy chemical out of your tank, pumps it all the way through your booms, puts it back in your tank, takes it out of your tank, and just keeps that loop going. I don't know, forever long you want it to, until you think it's good enough. Shut that puppy off, go spray. You're already primed up, all the grass is ready to rock and roll. No more weed strips, no more having to go start over a hill, no more having to go dump off 20, 30 gallons here and there, whatever. So that's pretty stinking cool. So I do like that. So let's hit the road, Jack. Oh yeah, park brake. See how floaty it is? It just picked up. We have to get going. I'm just about out of time here with you for what I can do in one shot. And let's hit the road and see what we can get this thing up to. I do have it revved out. I will hit my little highway button. Then you can see 36 mile an hour right here. And I just hit this button. Lights up green. Here we go. There we go. We hit 36 miles an hour. See, this is how fast I want to be able to go with a load to my field. Why? Because we rode all the freaking time. I did try out the sound system. I would rate it as one step above the case. I'm also told that brake pedal is also like the case. You just touch that brake pedal and you are coming to a four-wheel skid into a stop. I actually really dislike that on both those units, because I want to be able to pull back on my hydro. Maybe I have a load on, maybe there's something all of a sudden just came running out in front of me. I need to pull back without over revving my engine now, and use the brake and help me to get my engine lowered down in RPM so it doesn't blow something up. But no, we can't do that. No, we gotta have a oh my goodness, hit the brake and you're gonna over rev your engine type thing. That's the same as the case. The case and the Rogator are the same in that department. The Apache had an actual brake. You could pull back on that hydro as hard as you wanted it and ride that brake and bring that thing right to a stop pretty quick, and it was not hard on your engine. Just want to point those two things out. Let's see how we're going to coast here. Our crops are hurting a bit. Oh no, it pulls you back. That's disappointing. Our crops are headed out a little bit too soon. The bottom leaves are burning off. And that's a prime southwest Saskatchewan right there for you. It's been about 32 degrees with the wind blowing. You can see it's starting to turn blue. See those little patches right there? That's not a good sign. Nope. Alright guys, so I'm out of time. I gotta let you go. Thanks for following me around. If you are not aware, and maybe you are aware, but I'll keep reminding you, follow me around on Patreon. You can get more live updates. The next YouTube video due after this one will be a pros and cons on it. Oh yes. Yes, we don't care. Alright guys, have a good one. Well, I just got back here. Grab my coffee mug. There's the deer. That is a 120 boom. Looks like it sticks out about as far up the front, but it just falls short at the back, where this one actually goes farther out, right? Because it's a 132. Then we have the Patriots, the tri-fold booms. Now it's not a real fair comparison here. So this one's the deer's running 800s, Patriots are running 710s, but I do believe these are 46s. Yes, they are. And these are only 38s. Yes, they are, so a little shorter. And then, of course, we put the skinnies on. So, no, I'm not comparing ride from a floater to a skinny, okay? I'm not an idiot. I know exactly how skinnies ride on the Patriots, and we got skinnies up for the Deer, and they're going to get their tires put on. So when I'm comparing ride, I'm comparing skinnies to skinnies. I've sprayed long enough, I know exactly what every hole feels like in my sleep. Alright guys, adios amigos. We just got ourselves in a situation to throw in some Assure. Got our can man, look at all these bags we got. We got bags to recycle all over the place. Yes, we only use jugs. Don't like using totes, don't like using barrels. Don't like having to clean out chemical pumps. Don't like having to calibrate chemical pumps. Do not like having to buy chemical pumps and multiple chemical pumps, which we would need. I like jugs. Go and put 5 jugs in the sprayer and you're good to go. Anyway, there's only a side load on this particular Rogator. Excuse me. Excuse me. You can get front load, and you can get a chem handler. Inductor. So, you have to open up your sump, which sometimes I forget, and I'm going to start loading.